Shalom, family. When I tell you that I have one of the best ever, I mentioned in my other video that my pastor and I were going to have a conversation. And he's so busy. Him and his wife, they do so much for the community, for the family. And, and then still trying to have time for each other and, all the things. And they still take the time out to speak to us, they take the time. I feel so much better right now. Pastor Kofi gave me some really great advice. So I'm sorry, I'm just thinking because, as I was, as we were talking, um, I told y'all about my downloads that I always get. I got the download, because Pastor was talking to me about, um, you know, he was like, default settings. And I was like, default settings, it wasn't registering at all. He's like, you need some default settings. Go back to the factory settings, because my factory settings is set on, um, now back in the day when I call myself having a meltdown, so to speak, I used to go, this is for educational purposes only. I would take a shot or two and smoke half a pack of cigarettes, literally. And I remember one time I went to a counselor and she was like, I understand why you smoke. It helps people, breathe in and, you know. And so she was like, maybe you should try to do that without smoking. It didn't register. Like it just didn't register at all. Um, but a little later on, it started to make sense. Yeah, it does. I really do breathe in deeply when I used to smoke, but I don't smoke cigarettes anymore and I refuse to ever go back to it. And I don't drink, you know. Well, I, I used to drink shots, you know, but I mean, I felt like I needed those things to just get through. Um, but I don't even know when's the last time I had a drink. Mm-mm. I don't even think about drinking or smoking ever anymore. That's awesome because I couldn't even go to the store without getting a pack two of cigarettes. Um, so I feel like Pastor was saying, you need something to, you need a space where you can regulate yourself. You know, he was telling me about the 3 Ds. Um, oh, I didn't write down the scripture he was talking about. Um, you defeat the enemy, right? So he cut the person's head off because he wanted to destroy it. But now you need a deliverance from it all. Like I need deliverance. That's what I need. Like I said, I can pray about it sometimes, and then I feel better for a little while, and then I feel like I've destroyed it, but really I need deliverance. I need my own little space. I used to do a lot of walking also, but where we've moved to, yeah, that's not an option anymore because there's no sidewalks out here. Um, I exercise on a regular basis. I truly enjoy it. Um, Maybe I should just work out or something because I really do enjoy working out, and I work out 5 days a week. Um, but I'm gonna come up with something, you know. And like I said, I got that download. It's like, yeah, he puts you in the mind of being with your father and your earthly father. And so, because of that, the emotional part of it, it's not even so much him, it's my past, really. And like I said before, I thought I was healed from all of that. And the Most High is showing me, there's still some things we need to work on. Pastor Kofi I think we're like 14 years apart in age. And he's like my spiritual father or brother. He's so wise. His wife is too. It was funny because, I don't have a phone. So we do Zoom calls. And while we were on the Zoom call, my pastor and I, his beautiful wife popped in. She thought it was another meeting going on, but it was just Pastor and I on, and I was just looking at her. I'm like, she's just so beautiful. I love being a part of this family. And then I saw their handsome son. I'm just like, boy, I'm so blessed and thankful. So blessed and thankful. I have a family. I'm seen, you know. I think about it all the time. Like, we have a lot of members in SOC. But Pastor Kofi and Elder Ama, they make you feel special. They make you feel seen. It's like we have our own life. They spend time together because, they have their family days on Sundays and they do so much and they still take time out to get a person off the ledge. I'm so thankful to be a part of SOC. I really am. Hashtag FINDKOFI, Pastor Kofi. He teaches you the truth. He takes the time out of his busy schedule just to say, hey, how are you? And I'm not going to lie, I feel guilty a lot of the times because they don't get a lot of time to do other things like just rest. He's been going strong and he's not been getting rest, and they had some things go on in the family, and it's like they put all of that to the side get to get one of their members or one of their family members off the ledge. And I love them for that. And I have never seen any one of these people in person. I've only seen them on video or a Zoom call. Abba, I can't thank you enough for my SOC family. I'm just thankful. I'm so thankful. So I wanted to make a video just to say I'm off the ledge. My spiritual father slash brother gave me some great advice. Um, so me and the Most High gonna come up with something, you know, because I've come too far to allow the enemy to take me back, you know. Like I say, this walk is not, it's not easy, especially when you have so much baggage. But he knows what we need. He knew I needed SOC. He knew I needed to be a part of SOC. And because I was praying. Because I kept saying I wanted a church home. And I was actively looking. I was going to different churches. I was, trying to see. And then it's like, I wasn't feeling it. Like, this ain't it. And then found that video on YouTube. And I've been hooked ever since. It's awesome to be a part of a family where y'all think alike. You have that like mind. We are on the on that same, not the same, but we're on the same page as far as our beliefs and how we see. I'm just thankful. I can breathe a sigh of relief. I'm human, I still I'm working. The Most High has been working with me, and I've been listening. So yeah, what? Well, I'm not. I'm gonna pray about it. The Most High show it to me. But I just wanted to send a little quick video to say the Most High loves us. He wants the best for us. He understands we've been through some things. He gets it. He knows. He knew before we knew. But he gave us the tools. He gave us the tools. And as long as we are willing to be led, to be obedient, he's going to get you through it. He brings you to it. He'll get you through it. Yeah. But we have to be obedient. And when you see yourself on the ledge, you feel it, you got to reach out. Not just to anyone, though. It's got to be to someone that's like Elder Alma, Minister Anais, Minister Tamara, Pastor Kofi. It has to be someone that is on the right path. Because, you can get them friends. Let's go do this. They gonna be ride or die. And y'all all going to where because nobody's thinking. Nobody's using their brain. That used to be me. Yeah, when you want to go get them, let's do it. I'm ready. But today I don't think that way. And I'm not going to allow the enemy to take me there. Like I said in one of several videos, everything happens for a reason. Everything. There is nothing on earth that happens just because. Everything happens for a reason. You just got to figure out what that reason is. So for one, I have to be honest to myself and know that I'm not as healed in certain areas as I thought I was, which is okay. That's the first step, knowing that there's an issue And it's even better when you know where the issue comes from, right? So pray about it. The Most High gonna show me exactly what I need to do. But I have to be willing, like all of me. Got to be in. So I'm ready. I've not gotten this far for nothing. So I thought we was gonna have a live session this evening, so that didn't happen, which is good. Our pastor needs to rest. He really does. Um, I had to send a message to our beautiful, beloved Elder Alma tonight because she shares her husband with a lot of people. And I could just imagine how that could be. But I'm thankful that she's allowed that to be something we could do. So I'm thankful that I have those people in my life. So with that being said, family, shalom.